What a turnaround. Just when it seemed like winter had packed its bags and left for good, the weather is about to remind us who's really in charge. The skies are shifting, and so is the mood across much of the country. After weeks of record warmth, people in the south have been soaking up the sun, enjoying outdoor cafes, and even dusting off their spring wardrobes. Parks have been full, and it's felt more like April than February. But now, winter is making a dramatic comeback. The blue skies are quickly giving way to thick, rolling clouds, and the air has a new bite to it. The Arctic chill that had us bundled up just weeks ago seemed like a distant memory, replaced by spring-like days and even early blooms on trees. But, don't get too comfortable. Mother Nature has a few surprises left. Today, February 12th, marks a major shift in our weather pattern. It's a date that could be remembered as the turning point of the season. The calm is ending, and a much stormier period is about to begin. You might notice the wind picking up, the sky darkening, and a sense of anticipation in the air. Forecast models are lighting up, showing a surge of cross-country storms that could impact millions of people from coast to coast. These aren't just your average rain showers. Some of these systems could bring severe weather, including heavy rain, strong winds, and even the risk of flooding in vulnerable areas. The high-pressure ridge that kept things quiet and sunny is finally breaking down. This shift is opening the door for moisture-laden air from both the Pacific and the Gulf of Mexico to surge in, setting the stage for a dramatic weather collision. When that moisture collides with colder air dropping down from the north, we get a recipe for all kinds of wild weather. So expect rain, thunderstorms, and even bursts of winter weather like sleet or snow, depending on where you live. The South, in particular, should brace for a wet and wild stretch. Cities that have been basking in sunshine could soon be dealing with heavy downpours, flash flooding, and tricky travel conditions. And this isn't just one storm passing through. We're looking at a series of systems lined up, ready to sweep across the country over the next several days. That means daily weather checks are a must. Conditions could change quickly, and staying informed will help you stay safe. From the Southwest deserts to the East Coast cities, significant storms are on the way. Each region will face its own challenges, from heavy rain and thunderstorms in the south to possible snow and ice farther north. So, let's break down what's coming, where it'll hit hardest, and how you can prepare your home and family for whatever this wild weather week has in store. Stay tuned, stay alert, and get ready for a true taste of winter's unpredictability. The trouble starts in the west, where the atmosphere is already restless. Over the rugged mountains and along the Pacific coastline, clouds are thickening and winds are picking up, hinting at the power gathering just offshore. Residents from California to Oregon are feeling the first sense of change. Cooler air, shifting breezes, and a sense of anticipation in the air. Off the coast of Baja California, a powerful storm is taking shape. Satellite imagery reveals a swirling mass of clouds, drawing energy from the warm Pacific waters. This is no ordinary disturbance. Meteorologists are watching closely as the system rapidly intensifies, its spiral arms stretching wider by the hour. This system is loaded with tropical moisture, primed to unleash heavy rain as it moves inland by Friday. The desert Southwest will be the first to feel its impact, with forecasters warning of sudden downpours and the potential for flash flooding in typically dry areas. The parched landscapes of Arizona and Southern California could see a dramatic transformation as the rain arrives. But this isn't your average winter storm. It's massive, slow-moving, and packed with energy, almost like a freight train of weather, gathering strength as it crawls eastward. Lightning flickers within the clouds, and the sheer size of the system means it will linger, dumping rain and stirring up winds for days. As the storm pushes east, it taps into another source of fuel, the warm, humid air from the Gulf of Mexico. This extra moisture supercharges the system, setting the stage for a cross-country journey that will impact millions. The merging of Pacific and Gulf air masses is a recipe for intense weather, and forecasters are sounding the alarm. By the time the storm reaches Texas and Oklahoma, conditions will deteriorate rapidly. Expect torrential rain, booming thunderstorms, and the risk of severe weather, including hail and gusty winds. Urban areas could see street flooding, while rural communities brace for swollen rivers and creeks. At the Fox Forecast Center, meteorologists are tracking every move, analyzing new data as the storm intensifies. Advanced computer models are being updated around the clock, and teams are working to pinpoint where the heaviest impacts will be felt. Their goal, to keep communities informed and prepared as the situation evolves. Impacts will begin in Arizona and New Mexico, where rain is rare, and the ground struggles to absorb sudden downpours. Flash flood warnings may be issued as dry washes fill quickly, and travelers are urged to stay alert. But the real action is just getting started as the storm sets its sights on the southern plains. The storm's path will arc northeast, sweeping across states from Texas to Georgia. Along the way, it will bring a mix of heavy rain, thunderstorms, and possibly even wintry weather on its northern edge. Communities in the path should prepare for rapidly changing conditions and stay tuned for updates. This dynamic system will continue to evolve, shifting in shape and intensity as it crosses the country. One thing is certain: a major weather event is brewing, and its effects will ripple far beyond the initial landfall. The coming days will test the resilience of communities and the accuracy of forecasts. Soon, the storm's effects will be felt across a huge swath of the country, from the deserts of the southwest to the forests of the southeast. Rivers may rise, roads could flood, and travel plans will be disrupted as the system marches on. We're watching it closely, providing the latest updates so you'll know what to expect. Emergency crews are on standby, and local officials are urging residents to review their safety plans. Preparation is key as the storm's impacts could be widespread and long-lasting. Stay tuned as this powerful system makes its way east, bringing dramatic changes to the weather and daily life for millions. We'll be here with continuous coverage, tracking every development as the story unfolds. The West is just the beginning. As this brewing system sweeps across the nation, its story is only starting to unfold. Stay with us for the latest, and be ready for whatever this powerful storm brings your way. Let's talk rain totals. This storm means business. We're not just looking at a passing shower or a quick downpour. This is a multi-day event, and the atmosphere is primed to deliver a soaking that could impact millions across the southern U.S. If you've been watching the skies darken and feeling the humidity build, you know something big is on the way. From eastern Oklahoma to Georgia, expect 2 to 3 inches of rain through the weekend. That's enough to fill up backyard rain gauges and keep rivers and streams running high. The rain will be steady, sometimes heavy, and it's going to last for hours at a time, not just a quick burst. For many, it'll be the most rain seen in weeks, if not months. Some spots, especially northeast Texas, eastern Oklahoma, and central Arkansas, could see up to 5 inches. That's a month's worth of rain in just a couple of days. Localized downpours could push totals even higher in isolated areas, especially where thunderstorms repeatedly track over the same locations. If you live in a low-lying area or near a creek, pay extra attention. That much rain on saturated ground means a real risk of flash flooding. The soil simply can't absorb water fast enough, so it runs off into streets, ditches, and streams. Urban areas are especially vulnerable, with water quickly pooling on roads and parking lots. Even rural communities could see fields and pastures turn into temporary lakes. The Weather Prediction Center has already issued flash flood alerts for Oklahoma and north-central Texas starting Friday. These alerts are serious. When you see them, it means conditions are ripe for dangerous flooding. Local officials are preparing emergency crews and resources, and you should be thinking about your own safety plan too. As the storm slows and strengthens Saturday, the flood threat rises to level 2 out of 4 for a large area, including Little Rock. This means the risk is elevated, and flooding could become widespread, not just isolated. If you're in the level 2 zone, keep a close eye on local alerts and be ready to act quickly if water starts rising. Scattered flash floods are possible, with creeks and roads at risk. Emergency responders may need to close roads or rescue stranded drivers. Remember, it only takes a few inches of fast-moving water to sweep a car off the road. Don't underestimate the power of floodwaters, even if the road looks passable. The ground is still cool, so water won't absorb quickly. Runoff and flooding are more likely. This is especially true in areas that have already seen rain this week. Fields, lawns, and even forests are saturated, so every new drop adds to the risk. Watch for standing water in unexpected places, and be cautious if you're out walking or driving. If you're in the path, have a plan and never drive through flooded roads. Turn around, don't drown. It's a simple message, but it saves lives every year. Floodwaters can hide washed-out pavement, debris, or strong currents. If you see barricades or emergency crews, follow their instructions and find another route. This heavy rain is just the storm's opening act. The main event could bring even more severe weather, including strong winds and the potential for hail or tornadoes. For now, focus on staying safe from flooding, but keep an eye on the forecast for updates as the situation evolves. Stay alert and be ready for rapidly changing conditions. Weather can shift quickly, and new warnings may be issued with little notice. Make sure your phone is charged, your emergency kit is ready, and you know where to go if you need to move to higher ground. The story is just beginning. As the rain falls and the storm unfolds, we'll keep you updated every step of the way. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, preparation is your best defense against whatever this storm brings. There's a silver lining. This rain is desperately needed in drought-stricken areas. Much of the southern plains and deep south have faced months of severe drought. For farmers and ranchers, this storm could bring crucial relief. The drought map shows Arkansas and Georgia especially parched. A slow, steady rain would be ideal, soaking into the soil and refilling reservoirs. But heavy downpours could cause runoff and flash flooding, limiting drought relief. It's a delicate balance. Too much rain, too fast, and the benefits are lost. For some, this storm is a threat. For others, it's hope for recovery. We're hoping for more beneficial rain and less flooding. As the storm unfolds, both risks and opportunities are in play. Mother Nature walks a fine line this weekend. Let's hope for the best outcome for everyone. Stay tuned for updates as the rain arrives. What's driving this change? It's all about the jet stream. For weeks, a flat jet stream kept cold air north and warmth in the south. Now, a deep trough is forming over the west, acting as a storm engine. This dip pulls cold air south and scoops up Pacific moisture, flinging it east. Storms will ride this jet stream, gaining strength as they cross the country. As they tap Gulf moisture, expect a series of cross-country storms, not just one. This storm factory could keep things active for weeks. The sudden shift from quiet to stormy is no accident. It's the jet stream at work. We're watching this powerful pattern closely. Get ready for a prolonged stretch of active weather. Once storms form in the west, their path depends on a high-pressure system over the east. This high acts like a traffic cop, steering storms around it. If it's strong and far north, storms get pushed toward the Great Lakes and Canada, sparing the east coast. If it's weaker or farther south, storms track through the Midwest and Northeast, hitting major cities. The clash of cold and warm air could mean snow up north and severe weather in the south. The exact position of this high will decide who gets what. We're monitoring it closely. It's the key to your local forecast. The path of the storm is everything. That big blue H on the map tells the story. The storm track sets up a classic winter battleground. North of the track, heavy snow for the Midwest and Northeast, possibly in cities that haven't seen much this year. South of the track, severe thunderstorms, with warm, unstable air fueling damaging winds, hail, and even tornadoes. Just a few hundred miles apart, one state could face blizzards while its neighbor deals with tornado watches. The wintry mix line, rain, sleet, snow, will be a major focus. A small shift in the storm track can mean the difference between rain and a foot of snow. Northern states, get your snow gear ready. Southern states, review your severe weather safety plan. This is a complex, dangerous setup. Pay close attention to your local forecast. Impacts will be widespread and very different, depending on your location. These storms have ripple effects far beyond the weather. Heavy snow and ice can paralyze cities, snap power lines, and strain infrastructure. In the south, severe storms threaten the power grid and can devastate crops and property. For farmers, rain is welcome, but hail and wind are not. Weather impacts food prices for everyone. Travel will be a nightmare. Major storms at airport hubs like Chicago or Atlanta can cause nationwide delays and cancellations. Roads will be treacherous with accidents and traffic jams likely. The economic costs are huge, from clearing roads to lost business. That's why accurate forecasts matter. They give everyone time to prepare. Airlines, power companies, and cities can act early, and you can adjust your plans. These storms touch every part of daily life, from electricity to food. Stay informed and plan ahead to minimize disruptions. The impacts are far-reaching. Be ready. With active weather ahead, preparation is key. Have multiple ways to get weather alerts. Know a weather radio, smartphone apps, and local news. Prepare your home and car stock emergency kits, charge devices, and have food and water for at least 3 days. If you're in a snow zone, get your snow removal gear ready. In the south, know your severe weather safe spot. Adjust your plans if storms are forecast. Avoid travel and outdoor activities when warnings are issued. Be proactive, not reactive. Check on neighbors, especially the elderly or those with medical needs. A strong community is your best asset in a weather emergency. This stormy pattern is significant, but with preparation, we can handle it. Stay informed, make a plan, and look out for each other. We'll guide you through every step. Here's what's happening in your neck of the woods.